chemistry than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Julius Chestnut to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Motion man sent left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by Quay Walker. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 29. Pass caught by Ridley. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by Quay Walker. Third and just 2 to go. A tight end in motion now. On third down, Pollard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First down, ball at the 36. They bring the tight end in motion. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Trying again, following the set. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here. They will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now off play action. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's going to be 4th and short.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Love gonna air this out to start. This one taken in by Kraft. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He finds space for a few yards that time. Arden Key there for the stop. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Takes the handoff, now Love. This finds Dobbs. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Search. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A good pickup of 8 yards, but still more than that. 9 to go now on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First down throw, here's Love. That's reeled in by Jayden Reed. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thrown on first down, Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Another try following the sack. Finds his man. It's Kraft.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Love looking to pass. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Jordan Love, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here comes Tyjae Spears. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 31. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3 and out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 22. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Packers will take over possession. Packers taking the field now. Their 2nd series of the game coming up. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game...
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Love out of the shotgun. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Titans will get set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They give to Pollard on the option. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 40 on second down. That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Okonkwo brings it in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Working inside the red zone. He'll get this complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Still sticking with the passing game. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans tie this game 7-7. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Jaden Reed to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Packers offense headed out late in the half. And they'll have enough time to try to get into field goal range. Just a shade over 40 seconds remaining in the half. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll throw it. Taken in by Dobbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Reed. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the 3rd quarter. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. They've got first down from the 31. Love from the gun. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Just get it in the pocket. Come on.
Love now to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And that's good for a gain of 5. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Amani Hooker with the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Love on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Kicks the handoff, now Love. This finds Dobbs. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. On now is McManus to kick this away. On the return, here comes Spears. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Throwing now off play action. That pass complete to Boyd. And he'll get it up to the 44. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
action. He puts some power on a deep one left. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Tennessee. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans tie things up at 14. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Play fake, it's Love. That one's cut along the left sideline. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st down throw, here's Love. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down a distance.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Love out of the shotgun. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he can't hurt you with a return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing. From
the 31. Finds He's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the fourth. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And he will score! Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers take a 4th quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Chestnut on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They give to Pollard from the gun. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, a run with Pollard. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's gonna move the sticks.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll throw on first. Has the connection to Ridley. And they bring him down around the 34.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They give on 2nd to Pollard. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Right back to Pollard. And he runs this down to around the 12-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Now the shotgun give to Spears. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Trying again with Pollard. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Titans cut it to a point late in this one. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Nixon now to return it. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Out now runs the Packer offense. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. First and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to pass. Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down Packers.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Packers take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Jacobs running behind center. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. Still one more in their pocket to use. Second down now, 7 to go. They stick with Jacobs. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Third and just 2 to go. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Going run again with Jacobs. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So immense pressure resting on this kick from Brandon McManus. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. The kick is good, he got it! And he drills the chip shot to win them this game! So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.